Spacey, Simsy, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Ashen. And we're just gonna continue where we left off, browsing around the map. And I think, yes, that one's locked. Okay. And we've done everything else. We'll go through. Oh, these are both locked. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna start and do the shorties, and then we'll go back. I love his sad face. I wish. That would be for my family and the townspeople to have an easier life. Mother and Livan are trying to shape the town a certain way, and I want to help them achieve that. Yeah, I can't think of anything besides that. I got to be honest. I found some Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk merch. Fucking eBay. It's really hard to find any Psychedelica stuff for either. Yeah, and you can't find Kaguya anywhere, but I got a Levi pin. There was a couple different ones, but I got my favorite out of the few that I saw, and Ashen Hawk. I can't remember. I know I got those two. I don't remember if I got anybody else. Those might have been the only ones that they had. But a couple of Psychedelic of the Black Butterfly. There's never any Kaguya stuff anywhere. It's like they hate him. Why? And a lot of the stuff is like the little chibi versions. Not for the Ashen Hawk stuff, but for the Black Butterfly stuff. Which makes me mad because I'm like, no, for this, because it's so hard to find merch for them. Like, I have chibi versions of, like, all the characters from, like, all my favorite stuff. Like, that to me doesn't make a difference. As long as I have an original version, like the game face version. You know what I mean? Because I don't want just the chibi stuff, but yeah. But I did it for Black Butterfly just because it was all I could find. And the little chibi Monshiro one is so fucking cute. So adorable. Anyway. If you could have one wish.
My wish? There can be only one. It's to create the ideal town with father and brother. And that's my wish. But if it really can't be true, there's... you didn't hear that.
There's something else. She wants me. Yeah, she does. I'm such a ladies' lady. Oh, excuse me. You should know that better than me, do you not? This is a nice atmosphere. I'm looking forward to what may be in store. Townswoman. Is it her? I was gonna say, where's our little lady? She hasn't been around. I was just thinking about her. So
it seems like everyone is getting along better now. I thought that would be impossible until a little while ago. It's all thanks to him. I better treat him to something as thanks the next time I see him.
You're welcome. Your thanks is enough. Things are really looking up. If it goes on like this, the witch might have to go elsewhere. Interesting. The seeds of discontent. Oh my god! I thought there was only like 7 of them. I guess this was the longer one. Gah, I don't think anything of it. Oh, you were just letting it get to your head about it. Damn, you're making it harder to booze it up. He's such a dickhole. Boop. I know, he's skipped all the way down, whatever. Whoa! Things are really looking up. It's much easier to conduct business nowadays.
It's admirable for that kid who spoke up despite how the town was.
Yeah, and I heard it was a great drinking contest. I should challenge him next time I see him at the tavern. Please don't. I wasn't drinking alcohol. I was just drinking. See, if we were talking to someone else aside from me, unless it's supposed to be like sometimes they're talking to us in girl form and sometimes... But I feel like it's always been weird in the beginning. I didn't think the day would come when the wolves and hawks cooperated to hold the masquerade. I hope things will go on in a positive direction from now on. Oh dear. Oh, these guys. Oh, I feel like they should have cut consistent voices, but they don't. I never thought the day would come when the wolves and hawks would eat and drink together. Agreed, but I like how it is now. The hawks should continue to defend order in the town, but the wolves' pack mentality isn't too bad either. I basically had the same voice, so sorry. We can't do those. We've cleared everything else. So it's just this one. Ashen Hawk. If you could have one wish. As a sorcerer, what do I wish? And then I'd like a stove that can warm bread easily. And that way I wouldn't have to gnaw on frozen bread, and my servant wouldn't have to freeze anymore. Isn't that a great idea? Everyone else is like, I hope the town can be peaceful. I want wonder and joy. And he's like, I just want a fucking stove because I'm tired of frozen bread. Oh, you're so simple. I love you. Yeah, that's the only time we can't do that one. Okay. I'm just checking. Aight. Nothing. The town was becoming even livelier. I began to hear a certain rumor. There were people who were relieved to finally go against town custom, and others who truly despised the opposing faction. There could have been some changes of heart. It reaffirmed the idea in my mind that there were all sorts of people living in this town. Only a little longer until the masquerade. Everyone was looking forward to the festival, so I really wanted to make it a success. At first, I did it to make enough money to leave town, but I started to notice my own change of heart. All right, let's do this today. I looked up at the same gray sky and walked again through the cold snow. Oh, wow, that was fast. We're back at the map. Okay. Holy shit. Christ, that... The fuck? That's fast! We just... Anyway. Spring? And this town covered in snow? Are you really talking about fantasies like that? But if that's what you want... I'd like to walk around with someone. I hear spring is really warm. I've never seen the lake when it's not frozen. Maybe the surface would glitter. I guess I'd like to go somewhere like that. Why are we asking if spring comes? Interesting. Aha, under the sun. Let's do these. Spring? Let me see. Spring is said to be warm and comfortable, so I'd like to go out for a walk. I'd like to bask in the sun with her while holding hands. I don't know whether that day would ever come. Yeah, spring would be nice. Yeah, I don't think he's talking about us when he says hold hands with her. You know what I'm saying? Like he's... I have not made any plans yet, but, I plan on speaking to a gentleman with the wolves. But please don't tell anyone. I'll be wearing a mask on the day of the masquerade. If I could be with him for just one day, I'll be happy. Oh god, better be one of my boyfriends, bitch. I will beat you. Take her down. Let's do all the shorty, annoying ones first, and then we'll go into the big ones. I don't know. Oh, I don't have any plans, but I do hope that it would stop snowing at least on the day. For the young people, the masquerade is a special day. You'll feel sorry for them if snow gets in the way of those young couples. Are you implying I'm fucking old? That makes me think we're not either Spacey too. Oh, young people. The fuck? I think it's alright. The town has been so full of life recently. The festival itself is fun, but they say that preparing for it's the best part. Oh, what was promised at the tavern was cooperation until the masquerade. I hope it continues on even after the festival ends. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It's fine. Like, it's cute we do this, but this was a little too fast succession to the maps and no story, and now I'm like, are you serious? Like, we could have broken this out a little bit anyway. I can't get into the mood to celebrate for the festival, but I need to get a different mindset, at least for the masquerade. The first time I met my husband was also at the masquerade. That was... Oh, when was that again? Yeah, see, you don't remember because we're all fucking dead. Olgar again. What's your deal? What sort of answer do you desire from that question? Be gone this instant. I don't want to even remember it. You remember what spring was like? Mm-hmm.
Yes, the people of this town live with the snow. And there's a question presented in a story from a nation far away. What happens when snow melts? Haha, you can brush it off as nonsense, but I wonder what the answer might be.
That's so not the voice I normally give them. I don't know what the fuck's happening. These guys, they're fucking random. I don't care. Okay, so we can't watch Love Triangle. And we can't watch Stained Glass with her. Oh, wait. We can't watch anything with her. What the fuck is the point of you? We can't watch anything with her. Now, wait a minute. I want to see something. Let me go back to my guide for the maps. Maps. Where it must be a map 7 then, right? This is the last. Wait, this is not the last one. There was a map 8. I don't know. Stained Glass, Love Triangle, Lucas's favorite. It doesn't say anything about how to unlock, though. It acts like they're unlocked. And there is an 8th map. So I don't understand what's going on. This thing is not, whatever. Anyway. So it's useless to be her, because we can't, I mean, like I said, some of these are going to be unlocked based on, oh my god, 12? Fuck my life. There's too many of these shorties. They annoy me. You know what it is? It didn't bother me at first because we had some time and then we did it. It was like a little breakup. But now it's just like, it's too much of this. Now there's too much of this.
My schedule is not yet set, but I become quite nervous on the day of the masquerade. And this is the special day you exchange words with the person you fancy. It's a day when you can be bolder than usual.
Is that why? Oh, I wonder if that's what the map in the 8th one is. Because that's where all the endings sort of split up. I mean, there's another chapter and then most of the endings and then one. So I wonder. I don't know.
Of course, I made new clothes with special embroidery just for this day. I feel so restless despite my age. I don't remember the last time I was so excited for the masquerade.
You don't remember because you've never been, because we've never had one before. You just think you've had one because Lawrence and Elric are deceiving us for, I don't know. I don't really have any plans. Walking around aimlessly can be fun too. There are many stores around. I want to check out the ones run by those wolves. Oh, here we go with this bullshit. Oh, so long. Anyway, my neck hurts so bad. When spring comes, that's difficult to imagine. But if spring really does come, I'm sure it would be a huge commotion. And when the banquets start, there'll be a need for security. Levi should be handling that as a leader, but I have a feeling he's only going to join in on the celebration. I suppose that's fine. If the townspeople can live happily, there's nothing more I would want. Look at you, so noble. I want nothing more than for everyone to be happy. Well, it always opens on his, like, pout face, and I fucking love it. When spring comes, we should have another festival. And the decorations for the masquerade wouldn't be artificial flowers this time. We'll use real ones. I'm sure it'll be pretty. And also, I like to know what it's like to be under the bright, warm sun. We'd all feel good about it. And maybe it's always winter because we died in a fire. So we're like, we need it to be cold and scary because, oh my god, if it's hot. Oh my god, it'll remind us of the fire. I'm just saying. Like, that could be why. Like, anyway. Spring. There's nothing but winter in this town. Spring suddenly arrived, the people would panic. There's more to it than simply desiring it. That would be something to remember when your environment changes. However, this fog and snowy clouds could clear. It wouldn't be bad to go outside of the town.
Is spring really necessary? I've heard snow will melt when it's warm. I'm worried that the town will be flooded because of it. But I would like a colorful bouquet of spring flowers from a gentleman that I like. But only a little. I have thought about it at times.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna move into this motherfucking town. I clicked the wrong one, whatever. I'm gonna move into this motherfucking town and I'm gonna open a greenhouse. And I'm gonna be like, I got a greenhouse. I got flowers. Bitches, money. mad money rolling in because you'd be like, nobody else has warm ground. I don't know how I would do that. Do they have electricity here? I don't even know. I'd be like, I'm dead. There's electricity. I'd will it into existence. I don't know. You wouldn't know you were dead, but.
Thanks to the handyman helping out, most of the prep work is complete. These are artificial flowers, but seeing all those colors is like spring is really here. I can't wait until the day of the festival.
Oh, we're gonna bring spring for fucking real. We're gonna bring the spring. I'm just guessing that the masquerade is when all the shit's gonna go down. And the preparations are proceeding without any problems. Most of the alliance come from backgrounds of officials and merchants. I think this year's festival will be livelier than previous ones. I bet there should be fewer scuffles. Yeah, it'll be nice to take a look at the wolves' stores without having to wear a mask. I had so much trouble with that every year. You've been doing that? That's pretty dangerous. It's called gathering enemy intel, though I've kept it a secret until now. Either way, I think it's the first time I'm looking forward to the festival this much. You should come check out our store too. So many of these in this one. Because they're preparing for the masquerade, so
this is the moment of truth for us merchants. We have to stock lots of quality merchandise to satisfy our customers.
I prepared lots of new masks and costumes for the masquerade. You can buy them now, even before the festival starts if you like. That would be the best thing to do. Why would you get a costume on the day of the festival? Like, hold on, I gotta go all the way home and change.
Are you looking forward to it too? Let's make it a great festival.
I'm not putting as much effort into the voices right now because it's like, oh my god, why? Why are there so many of these? Oy.
Yes, I've made plans to weave tapestries with my friends on the day. I plan on weaving and chatting with them at the same time. I can't wait. I wonder what sort of pattern I should weave.
She's like all into her tapestry patterns and she looks like she'd fucking like stab you with her cane until you get off our lawn while her cat growls at you. I'm just saying. Oh, I should go look at antiques on the day of the festival. The masquerade is a special day for this town. Everyone covers their faces with masks to enjoy the festival. That's enough for me. Everyone covers their hideous faces.
Middle-aged man.
Old man. Old woman. What? I'm a man! Old man. I'm not old, I'm 37. Sorry. It's not that I've made plans for it, but there's a girl I want to ask for a dance during the masquerade. Since the wolves and hawks are coming together, I was thinking about mustering up the courage for it. See you later. Oh god, you're gonna ask T to dance? Oh, that's creepy. Dude, she's way too young for you. Or is it me? No. I got too many boyfriendos, guy. The schedule isn't decided yet, but most of the town is almost completely covered with masquerade decorations. I'll cooperate with the hawks at least until the festival ends. Were we all living in a town that burned down or something? Like, why are there so many? I'm just confused why there's so many people. You know, it's just every once in a while it hits me like we're all dead. And like in Black Butterfly, we all drowned, and the mansion was because that was, you know, where we drowned, like blah, blah, blah. Like, but this is like, were we all living in this town that burned down or something? Like, what, did Godzilla come up? Like, what happened? Like, why are we all here? Like, why are there townspeople? You know what I mean? Anyway. Yeah, the preparations are great. I made some new weapons and armor. My regulars will be overjoyed to see them. The entire town got together to prepare for this festival. Of course it'll be fun. You'd better have fun too. No, I won't. Just because you told me to have fun, I won't have fun. How dare you tell me to have fun? Oh my god, I don't wanna. The snow of the town.
The snow, you say? I felt it to be somewhat interesting, especially for this town. Have you ever heard of this riddle? What happens when snow melts? It's a riddle from an island nation far away. Let's see what your answer may be. Spring, I guess being fashionable? After all, you won't have to worry about getting your skirt wet. Oh, when spring comes, we'll be able to do so much more. Now I feel excited.
I'll be able to wear so much less than these straps barely covering my boobs. I'm just saying, she's got a cutout and a couple of nipple straps. Hey, the preparations are going well. I can't wait for the day of the festival. So any one of you going out with a girl on the day? Hey, are you really asking us that? No one among us has a... Oh, me! I already had my patrolling shift traded with someone. You got a girl? And on top of that, you're skipping out on work? Come on, didn't you say you were asking out that girl at the tavern? Good luck. It's do or die. Yeah, and if you fail, we'll treat you to a drink. Oh. I was like, wait a minute. He just said wait. Okay, so they were joking. Okay. Oh, never mind. I was trying to get back to the prior conversation, but I can't. This. Okay. You were asking out that girl. Okay. I didn't realize that he was saying it to this guy. I was like, I thought he was talking to the blonde guy. And I was like, wait, what? Why is the blonde guy like, come on, blah, blah, blah. Wait, what? I just got confused anyway. Shut up. Stop yapping on about this. Oh, nobody should have to patrol on the day of the festival. Evil looking man. Interesting. Oh, is this guy. Shut up! Of course I don't. I'm gonna drink and go to sleep. Shoo! You back to your festival prep or whatever. I was like, who's the evil looking man? Oh, it's always this fucking, that guy. I want one of these people to be just drunk. Yeah, leave it to me. I'll serve every single customer, whether there's 100 or 1,000 of them.
Owner, I'm gonna take the day off then.
Well, what? I thought it said tavern. Oh, it's a tavern workers. Tavern customers. I thought it said, that's what I thought it said, but I was like, wait, what? God, we only have to do one of these fucking things. One last one.
Oh, having spring gum would be wonderful. Let me see. I'd like to go out on a picnic. Oh, we take our lunches, go to a flower field, and then lay out a picnic sheet under the sun. Oh, we talk until the sun went down. I'm sure it would be fun.
I know, we'll do Ashen Hawk on the wall.
If spring comes, as a ghost, the seasons have nothing to do with me. How about enjoying the warm, sunny weather of freedom? Under the warm sun, even frozen bread can become edible. Don't you think?
Wait, did he say bread? No. Okay. It was... Whoops.
But winter has its good points. I hope you don't overlook that.
Yeah, but when it's perpetual winter, it sucks. Church, under the sun. But Lawrence is... Oh, maybe one of those might have been Lawrence. I don't remember which one he's in. Pushed by the stormy winds, I rushed into the church. Even after closing the door, I could still hear them outside. 23 minutes for all that.
Welcome. The winds appear to be strong today.
Yes, they practically blew me in here.
Mind if I rest here a bit? Go right ahead. I'll make some tea, so have a seat.
Lawrence went to the other side of the church. I was chilled to the core, so I definitely appreciate a warm cup of tea right now. I should go ask around for the Kaleidovia after I warm up. And that's what I was thinking, but someone pulled at me from behind. I'm assuming it's Elric?
Skipping out of work again? You really think you can find it at this rate?
Elric! I turned around and saw his familiar cheeky face. If only he kept his mouth shut, he'd look cute with Rabbit. I do go searching for it every day. If you want to try and find it yourself, I wouldn't mind.
You can't find it, how would I?
I guess you're right. I breathed out a sigh and felt my body temperature drop some more.
For now, it's too cold today. Have some of Lawrence's tea. Even though it might look bad, it tastes fine.
Are you trying to comfort me?
No. If you feel down, Rabbit would get worried. Puh, puh. I'll be quiet. It's the truth. Half of it, at least.
Puh. Haha, thanks, you two. We continued our exchange with Rabbit in between us. After a while, Lawrence called out when he finished making his tea.
Spacey, come over here and have some tea. I have some for you too, Elric.
Elric and I both followed his directions and headed toward the back of the church. A fragrant steam rose from the cups on the table. I never smelled this kind of tea before. That's an unusual smell. What kind of tea is it? What do you think it is? Try to guess what it is. I picked up the cup to take a sip. It's fragrant and a little sweet. What is this? It does seem familiar. It's carrot, isn't it? I can tell right away. Carrot tea? What the fuck? Now that he mentioned it, it did have the distinct sweetness of carrots. A rabbit moved closer to take a sniff.
Correct! Throwing away the carrot peels felt like a waste, so I tried making tea out of it.
Oh, it does taste nice. I'm surprised you knew, Elric.
I saw him peeling lots of carrots yesterday. I was working hard to make tea out of it. I'm glad it turned out well.
The peels? That's really all you need? Maybe I should try it out.
You can use ingredients that you don't use for cooking. The peels actually have more nutrition at times.
You two talking about stuff like you're so poor.
That's because we are.
It's amazing to discover delicious food while trying to be frugal, and this is the epitome of the wisdom of humans.
I wasn't thinking that far ahead.
I'd rather focus my energy on making more money. Lawrence taught me how to brew tea as we sipped our own. It brought warmth to our bodies. I'm feeling really warm right now.
It has a warming effect. It's perfect for cold days like today.
Really? Isn't it always like this? Guess the winds are a bit stronger today. Maybe it's because the skies are cloudier than usual?
Right. The sky doesn't look like it's daytime, so it may make us remember the cold.
The way he said remember the cold felt odd. Oh! But like, oh, look, a little bunny trying to get into the, ow! And they're wearing matching bows. That's so cute. Just a little bunny trying to get in the tea. And look at him, he's so adorable. I miss him so much. Do you not like the cold, Lawrence? Although I doubt there's anyone here who still likes it. He died in the frozen lake. I doubt he likes cold.
I don't like it. Seeing the overcast sky makes me feel down.
Yes, because he died on a gross rainy day, like an overcast cloudy day, and then they drown. Oh my god.
Isn't that really up to how you feel about it? You feel down only because you don't like it. Perhaps you're able to say that because you don't remember. I wonder when you started to think that way. Maybe you don't remember Elric, but before you came here, it became so cold at night that it was unsettling.
Where I was before? What are you talking about? You said yourself that you don't know where I came from before we met in this town.
I actually have memories from a previous lifetime. I know you better than you know yourself.
So, like, does Elric not remember being Hokage? When we escape, so let's just say if the best ending happened in Black Butterfly, and Benny Uri Spacey got out with Monshiro, Yamato, and Karasuba, right? Kaguya was still here. Hokage... Well, Usagi crossed over, though, so I'm confused why she would still be here, because I thought she crossed over regardless of what ending we got. Oh no! Didn't she only She only cross over in Hokage's good ending? I don't remember, but... So that's iffy, now I don't remember. But let's just say that was only in Hokage's good ending, so... She's questionable, but... If Hokage and Kaguya stayed... But we kind of destroyed the little, like, the manor, like, that whole thing that he had built up. So, and, like, it was like, we bust out, we got free, we brought Monshiro back with us, whatever. So, like, something they did in that is what ended up with, like, Kaguya remembering everything and, like, Hokage losing all of his memories and becoming Elric. And it's like, you just don't remember anything. But I do. They kind of have... I've been noticing the pattern on their hair and, like, everything, but it's almost like a kaleidoscope kind of pattern if you think about it. Anyway.
What are you talking about? Then what was my name in my previous life? Beats me.
If you're gonna lie, make it more believable. Sometimes you say the weirdest thing. He doesn't know what your name was in your previous life. Nobody knows. They never told us. Hokage was his name that was like in the door, but it wasn't, you know what I mean? That wasn't his actual name in the real world. We never found out what Usagi and Hokage's real names were. Oh my god! Anyway. Lauren smiles gently toward the sighing Elric. It felt strange, but these two have always had a special connection. Because Kaguya served Hokage, but now it's almost like Lawrence is the one in charge. Like, weird. What's wrong? Are you hungry?
Oh, I should have prepared some tea cakes. I also have some carrots and more sweets in the back. Go and fetch them for me, will you?
Let's go. The boy and the rabbit ran off. Although we were all just warmed up by the tea, I envied how the cold didn't affect them. I just like the cold at night, too. I wish it would be a little warmer during the day.
Right. It's always cloudy in this town. Have you ever seen a clear blue sky before?
A blue sky? No. The sky in this town was always the same. The color of the ash in the fireplace. The color of dirty snow.
What about the sun? And there are times where you can see it shining through the gaps in the clouds.
I've never seen it. I thought that existed only in books.
I suppose that's how you see it. I pray that the rays of the sun will someday shine upon you.
What's that supposed to mean? It's like he's here, like, helping you. Like, I'm just here monitoring you while you are like, we gotta guide you out. Like,
you can take it literally.
I knew what the word sun meant, and I also knew that if the clouds cleared, the sun would be visible. But I'd never seen it myself. I'd never seen the shining sun or the blue sky. This has become normal for everyone, so no one said anything about it. Yes, you have. You just don't remember it. But I feel like, Hokage was trying to trap us there and, like, find the kaleidoscope and, like, use us. And maybe he's trying to use us, too, for some reason. But it's almost like I don't have the... Like, we knew in the other one, like, the master and the manor is evil, making us do this, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know it was Hokage, right? But I almost feel like Lawrence is like, I want you to get out of here. Like, he's trying to help. Like, I feel like he's just like, I can't really, like, give you the answers, but I want you to get out of here. Like, maybe it's just because I love Kaguya. I don't know.
You would walk on the ground with melted snow under the blinding sunlight. It should be much warmer than any flame from a fireplace or any carrot tea.
That sounds like a fairy tale to me. Lawrence must have seen it before. My imagination wasn't good enough to picture that sun and sky. My attempt at conjuring up the image was overpowered by the unending snow and lingering fog. I had no idea what it's like, but I knew that it must be nice. A path without snow, under the warm sun. I'd like to experience that once. By the time I realized it, I had finished my tea. The empty cup felt cold in my hand.
I brought the sweets!
Elric came back with a smile, carrying a big paper bag.
Did you bring all of it? I made extra for tomorrow, so don't eat them all.
You made these biscuits, Lawrence? You must be really good at cooking.
I only did it out of necessity. Otherwise, I could never even try to make them.
Otherwise, I would never even try to make them.
Plus, there's no sugar in it.
Sugar's too expensive. Do you mind if I have one?
Go right ahead. I hope you like it.
It's delicious. It's a bit salty, and it complements the tea well. How do you make them?
I'll write the recipe down and give it to you later. It's filling and cheap to make, too.
That's great. Thank you, Lawrence. It'll be for when I don't have any bread.
Like I said, that makes you sound so poor.
Elric might say that, but frugality and cheap dishes were the foundation of our daily lives. I thought about the tea recipe that Lawrence taught me as I savored the dessert. I remembered the fairy tale he talked about earlier. If the sun comes through the clouds, I imagine myself walking on the grassy path over the soft soil. Yeah, how the hell do they get carrots if they don't have... You know what I mean? I take off my thick coat and boots. Oh, how light that would feel. I'm sure there would be flowers blooming everywhere. My imagination stopped right there, but my desire to experience it remained. I wish that day would come. I quietly prayed from the bottom of my heart. No, we don't need to do that right now. Okay, so. Boop, 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 ba-doo. Taunting and logic. Oh. Uh-huh. This is with Livan. Ugh, it's so cold. I entered the manor with the wind still blowing behind me. I wonder if anyone's home. If Francisca's here, I can warm up while talking with her. While I was thinking that, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Oh, Livan, you're here today. Yeah, I'll be going out when the fog is out, though. Are you shivering? Am I? I was working outside all day, and it was so cold. Oh, is Francisca here? I don't know. Anyway, let me get you something warm to drink. Ah, that'd be great. Mother seems to be out. Was there something you needed to talk to her about? It's okay if she's not here, but can you let me stay and warm up a bit? Of course. I warmed myself in front of the fireplace while Livan brought me some warm tea. My chilled body was warm to the core. I felt so rejuvenated. Thanks. It seems like I was feeling much colder than I initially thought. It's good to be diligent, but don't overwork yourself. Yes, I know. Livan sat in front of the fireplace like me, and we both drank our tea. Doing this makes it feel like I'm back home. Yeah, you can come back at any time. If things ever get too tough, I will. I'm happy that you still welcome me without hesitation. I was able to say that because I had no intention of returning. Livan responds with a slight smile, so I was sure he knew. Or responded with a slight smile. The firewood crackled in the fireplace as Livan and I continued our small talk. The masquerade is coming up soon. Did you find what you were looking for? No, not yet. Time is limited, but I'm trying my best. I was hoping to give you some info if I had any. Yeah, thank you anyway. I'm just happy you're willing to help. I gulped down the rest of the tea. Not only was it warming, it smelled and tasted great too. That was good. But... What? I wish I warmed up my hands first. My fingers are still freezing. My ice-cold fingertips were being thawed by the warmth of the tea, but I had drank it all before it got cold. I rubbed my hands together and held them in front of the fireplace, but I couldn't get them to warm very quickly. Here, let me see. Look at how devilish he looks. Is he going to hold our hands? Livan leaned over and held my hand. That surprised me, but it felt strange for me to overreact to it. You really are cold. Maybe you should take more breaks in between jobs. Oh, you should buy warmer gloves or something. Yeah, I guess so. Livan's hand was big and warm. His strong hand wrapped around my fingers warmed them comfortably. It feels like we're holding hands. The gentle way he cupped my hand, caressing my fingers to look for any cold spots, seemed like what lovers would do. It's because he's in love with you, and he knows you're a girl. He's just warming me up. Yeah, he's trying to warm you up. I tried to tell that to myself, but I wasn't convinced. Livan, you have calluses here. Why? I glanced down and happened to see his hand, so I tried to take my mind off it. Oh, this? I have a habit of gripping my sword in a strange way. My skin always hardens there. Oh, really? But that proves you've been training hard. Well, if you say so. Livan gave a small chuckle. What's wrong? No, nothing. I was just wondering why you had a need to be nervous. Huh? I'm not nervous. Like you said, there's no need to be. I was obviously nervous as Livan stared at my face. It was embarrassing because it felt like he saw right through me. My hands were warmed up, but Livan still wouldn't let me go. Right when I said it was enough, I heard the voice of a maid from far away.
Are there many letters for you again today, Master Livan?
I pulled my hand away upon hearing the voice. It may have looked unnatural, but it couldn't be helped. Letters?
Yes, from many ladies. You're always so popular.
Do I need to see them now?
Pardon?
Never mind, I'll take them. The maid handed Livan some letters and quickly left the room restlessly. I just don't understand the mullet going on, though. Like, his hair would be cute if he didn't have, like, the super long under tendrils, because it looks like a mullet. It's mullet-esque. And there seemed to be about 5 letters. Livan opened them one at a time, and Livan opened them. I'm like, Livan opened them. Livan. Livan opened them. Livan opened them one at a time and read through them. those all from women? A couple are for administrative matters. Only 3 are from women, not on official business. That means the majority were from women. I wonder how many he usually got. Are those what they'd call love letters? I suppose so, but they all sound the same. I made a wry smile at the sound of that. They all talked about liking Livan, so of course they would sound the same. Do you reply back to each of them? I do reply whenever I find the time. So he did reply, although it wasn't an out-of-the-ordinary response that made me nervous for some reason. I only write short responses. There's no need to say anything more. Oh, really? I wondered how he responded. If he made the messages so abrupt, was it really a reply worth sending? You've never received love letters like this, have you? He saw right through me, but when he said it so directly, it was annoying. No, I've gotten some before. Really? Not by letter, but I've been in love once. Or twice. I've been kissed before, randomly in an alley. You have? It felt like a light interrogation. I was sure he was just teasing me at this point. I have. I looked away when I said that, so it was obviously a lie. Where are you looking? I'm trying to remember it. I get the feeling you've never had anything like that happen to you. That's not true. I wonder when that was. I could hear Livan chuckle. Ah, yes, that's right. I thought about coming up with a story to play it off, but before I could do so, Livan's strong hand held up my chin. And then things like this, too? His eyes and face came close. What's going on? His smile paid no heed to my nervousness. We were so close our breaths touched each other. I couldn't tell what Livan's intentions were, so I continued to lie. Oh, well, of course. Of course. Of course what? I couldn't bear to listen to his whispers any longer, so I turned away to maintain some distance. She's like, of course I've had a man kiss me. I mean, what? Nothing. Let me go. I didn't know what kind of expression Livan was making right now, but he grabbed my arm and towered over me. Oh, wow, hello. He grabbed so firmly that it hurt. CG? Oh my God. Okay, I know he knows that we're a girl. We don't know that he knows that we're a girl, and he's doing these things. Spacey, wouldn't you be concerned? You'd be like, I'm like your brother and you're trying to... Wait, what? It's... Well. He didn't say anything. He'd knocked me down on the floor. But why wouldn't he say anything? Normally when he jumped on me like this, we'd laugh it off as an accident. He's hurting my arm. He held me down so tightly that I couldn't shake him off easily. Because our bodies were so different in size, when he held me down like this, I had no way of escaping. Escaping? I didn't understand what was going on anymore. What am I trying to escape from? Livan and I grew up in this home like brothers. At least, that's what I thought. We were both men here. He was about to say something, but he closed his eyes and stopped. I didn't know what he wanted to say. Being so close in this position, I wouldn't be able to respond normally, no matter what he said. You're hurting me. I could feel my face getting hotter. My heart was also racing. What should I do? Kiss him? Haven't you also done something like this? He seemed to choose his words carefully while looking at me with a heated gaze. You're like, not with you, not with a dude. I mean, of course I haven't. At the very least, I wouldn't jump on someone like this. I suppose so, in your case. Sorry about that. Livan finally stood up to release me. I stood up too and breathed a sigh of relief, like he is just really into us. He really surprised me, you know. Sorry, I want to have another cup of tea. No, I'm fine. Anyone in their right mind would be like, no, I'm leaving. But then I'm like, well, no, we're not in our right mind. I'd be like, yeah, sure. And if you could do that again, that'd be great. Vaughn's attitude suddenly reverted back to his usual self. I got the strange feeling that what he did wasn't a big deal to him. Do you always do these things to women? Who knows? What do you think? What? Don't answer my question with another question. Well, I guess I don't care. I feel embarrassed at what transpired, so I quickly fixed my clothes. Do you always do this to women? What do you think? I mean, I ran my fingers through my messed up hair and realized my heart was still pounding. I need to get back to work. Good luck with yours, Livan. Yeah, have you warmed up enough already? Yeah, I think so. My face and hands were far hotter than I'd imagined they'd be. I wonder if he said that knowingly. But Livan saw me off with a smile. I've never fallen in love, so how would I know? I tried to remember the love letters Livan was reading. Those letters were so long, so receiving a short reply would be too cruel. Would it be better not to let the other party get her hopes up if there was no chance of a relationship? And then what about the time when he held my hand and pushed me down? I didn't understand how he could do something like that so easily. Or could it be because he thought of me as a man and his family? Would he suddenly be unable to do what he did if he found out I was a woman? No, that's why he did that. Or would I understand it all once I fell in love? Once I fall in love. I had so many questions in mind as the cold wind blew me down the path away from the manor. The wind was especially cold today. I wanted to stay just a little bit longer in that warm room. I would open the door and be like, nope, back in. Oh, I didn't really need to do that. Short episode. It's longer than the chapters have been. Levi? Oh, Levi! Levi! I called out Levi's name as I entered the living room of the manor. It was quiet in here with not a person in sight. I could hear the crackling of the fire burning in the fireplace. Is he gonna get a little frisky with us because like Lucas has kissed us? Livan has gotten like touchy-feely while we're sleeping and then like lunged on us, and Levi's been like, I love you. Wait, what? I didn't say anything. That's as close as he's got, so I'm just thinking, are we gonna get a little bit more? No, like Levi? I called out his name but received no answer. There were flowers scattered across the table with Levi's face buried in them as he sat. I crept closer, wondering if he was asleep, but he was so quiet it made me worried. Levi, are you asleep? I touched his shoulder, but I received no response. Levi, are you okay? I peered into his face, and in the next moment, Levi jumped up. Boo! Whoa! I took 3 steps back as Levi cackled with glee. Did I scare you? Yes, you did! Thought you were dead! And now I'm gonna kill you. No way I'd be dead. I was just resting because I was tired. Tired? I heard from Francisca that you had the day off today. It is my day off, but these flowers... I was so focused on Levi that I didn't notice the fabric flower petals strewed about on the table. That's bullshit, because you mentioned it when you saw his face on the table buried in the flowers. So anyway. Oh, that's pretty. What are these, fabric petals? Yeah, I was sewing them together to make them into the shape of a flower. Oh my, I was sewing them together with that pouty look, and you're like, I love you a little bit more right now. A flower? Why would you make fabric flowers? Oh, I get it. Considering the season, I understood why there would be flowers of different colors. The season, it's winter. And the next season is winter, and the one after that is winter, and the one after that is still motherfucking winter! Yeah, they're decorations for the festival. My mother told me to make them. I see. I can understand why they're needed, but why did she give the task to you? You've never sewn anything before. Well... His bitter expression was followed by silence. I kind of understood what was going on. Is this punishment for something again? I won't make excuses this time. I know I was at fault. I love his pouty face. He said that with a meek expression, so I sat down at the table to hear him out. I was partying with friends 2 nights ago and drank more than usual. Like, a lot more. I don't know when I returned home, but I have no recollection of it. When I woke up, it was already morning. I mean, noon. Okay. I had this splitting headache and opened the door, only to find Mother with this fiercely angry face. When I saw her, I realized that it was the day I was supposed to go on morning patrol. Meaning you overslept and skipped out on work. Yeah. Then you are at fault. That's what I said! I was a bit stunned at this and heaved a sigh. You made it sound like a big thing, so I wondered what was going on. But it was just your usual shenanigans. I'm feeling down right now. I wish you could have seen Mother's face then. You're the only one who could make Francisca that mad. She probably woke you up, but you went back to sleep again. I don't remember, but Mother definitely would have come to wake me up. I thought so. She gets mad when you don't come down for breakfast. I did not expect to have to sew as punishment. Let me see. How far did you get? Levi quietly showed me the needle and thread in his hand. The thread went through some distorted piece of fabric. It looked like... Is this trash? It's not trash! It's a flower! Sorry, but I don't get it. All of the cloth is cut uniformly, so how did it end up like this? I didn't know where the needle was supposed to go, so I kept having to redo it over and over. After a while, the fabric got messed up. I still don't get how you did this. Let me borrow a needle and thread. I took a needle and thread out of Francisca's sewing box and started sewing the edges of the flower petals. I was able to finish one in less than a minute. My God, that's really good sewing. How big are these are you just doing quick stitches? Is this how you want it to be like? Whoa, you're amazing. You never sew anything, so this would be hard if it's your first time. Yeah, I know. And look at how many I have to do. This is torture. There was a great amount of flower petals on the table, as Levi said, but if you sewed them together, it wouldn't be that unreasonable. Oh, fine, I'll help, but you owe me for this. I was waiting for you to offer. I'll be your cheerleader. You're doing it too. Are you sure you're sorry for what you did? I am. Sure I am. Oh, fine, I'll do it. He didn't appear to be sorry at all, but Levi and I resumed making the fabric flowers. I wanted to do more of my investigations, but taking a break once in a while shouldn't be bad. I've always sewn things, so I was good at it. Kind of like the slow and steady work of completing something like this. I looked over the table one more time. If all of these are turned into flowers, I'm sure it'll look beautiful. Red, blue, yellow, green, purple, pink, magenta. Sewing together the different flower petals into one would make a cute little flower. I think they'll be turned into wreaths. Oh, and necklaces or flower crowns for the children. And they should have made them bigger. Oh, I see. That'll be nice. Real pretty and cute. You and Mother seem to have the same tastes. I really envy that. We talked about things like that while working on the flowers. Levi's sewing was still terrible, but with a little tutoring, he got to a level that was presentable. His speed was excruciatingly slow, so I ended up making most of them. It looks like we're mostly done. See, if you line them up, don't they look nice? I see. So that's how it looks. I only made 2 flowers. Don't rush it and just focus on making it look good. Come on, focus! I'm not good with working on detailed stuff like sewing. I'm more up for physical work, you know? I understand, but this was a punishment from Francisca. Of course it'd be something you weren't good at. It's not like I overslept on purpose. Possibly from being unable to sew well, Levi started to feel even more dejected. I know that, but you have to do your job right, no matter the situation. You knew this would happen the moment you got drunk. You really do sound like Mother. Always making the right arguments. Yeah, you're right. But it reminds me of so many things. Levi mumbled to himself and threw a flower he completed. He leaned back on his chair, touching his choker with his left hand. Maybe Mother doesn't care about me. I doubted my ears when he said that. It was the first time Levi said something like that, and I knew for a fact that it was untrue. That's why she's always... I could have laughed it off, saying it was childish of him to say that, but if she didn't care about you, she wouldn't get mad. I guess so. I think I went too far with that. What's with him? He's being much gloomier than usual. Levi had an optimistic and carefree side to him that Francisca always got mad about. But that was just how cheerful he was. It was always Levi that livened up the crowd. It wasn't that I'd never seen him feel down before. It's not because he was yelled at. It must be for another reason. But in times like these, he would never say the reason, no matter how much I asked. Levi... Sorry, let's continue. And not like I'm making any progress. Levi reluctantly resumed making the flowers. The way he worked felt so lifeless, and the atmosphere remained heavy. I'd already finished about 40 flowers. Looking at the overall quantity, we were about half done. What's wrong? Did something happen? Was what I should have asked. Oh, was that what I should have asked? No, that wasn't it. In times like these, I just thought of something, so I stood up from my seat. I gathered the flowers and flower petals on the table and threw them up in the air. There! I love the animation. He still looks sad. I'm clicking and red, green, and white colors dance like the snow, falling over our heads. Awesome! I knew this would really look cool. Hey, what are you doing? You just made a mess! Didn't that look like confetti? Did you see that? Let's try again. There! Before he could respond, I scattered the flowers once more. See? It's pretty, huh? Well, I guess so. The petals dropped to the table one after the other. It was a bit sad once it was over, but the table was decorated so beautifully. Jeez, look at you scattering all of them. If Mother sees this, she'll get mad again. Levi chided me affectionately as he returned to work. Hearing that relieved me just a bit. I'll just deal with that when it happens. I'll listen to my lecture with you then. I see. Well, thanks. No, it's nothing you need to thank me for. Wait, Levi. You have a flower decoration in your hair. Oh. Oh, adorable. I burst out laughing while saying that. The flower landed right on top, making it look like a flower was sprouting from his head. Oh, this? Hey, you got some on your head, too. A lot of them. Pfft. That's cute. Hey, don't laugh. Okay, I can't do fake laughing. We both burst out laughing, covered in flowers. I had no idea what was so funny, but seeing Levi laugh made me happier, making me laugh even more. Man, I laughed way too much. Over something so stupid, too. After we both brushed off the flower decorations from our heads and shoulders, we took a little break. Once we finished sewing all of them into flowers, let's do it again, Levi. Yeah, I guess. I thought about going to pick up all the scattered flowers, but I sensed Levi's gaze. Oh, what's the matter? Hold on. Levi looked at the flower decorations on the floor and picked up a white one. He took a half-sewn flower petal and dropped it on my hair. It looked like a white flower crown. I knew it, Spacey. It looks good on you. How am I supposed to react to that? To be honest, it made me feel happy because I was like a normal girl who liked hair accessories. Of course, I wouldn't say that out loud. Thanks. Consider it a token of my appreciation. Haha, you know I made this flower. Don't say that. The flowers you made look better. Mine are all messed up. We both started to laugh again, right when we were about to pick up the flowers on the floor. I felt an abnormal sense of rage from behind. Levi, you! Mother! Francisca, Levi didn't do this. It was me. I thought I told you to make the flower decorations. What's the meaning of this? It was like a fierce lightning bolt struck. I feel bad for Levi. Francisca's angry voice echoed through the living room. I had to endure a lecture from her with Levi. I'm glad to see that Levi seems to feel better. I guess that's something to be happy about. I mean, legitimately, he's always getting in fucking trouble because of his actions, but like Jesus. Getting yelled at with Levi felt like we were back to how we were before. What you doing? Oh, you're just sitting in your door? You're just sitting there being cute, Puffy? I know it's cold, but I only thought that during the first minutes into the lecture. So we did everything here, right? Because, yeah, we can't read these. No. Can't read that. Can't read this. Okay. So the only thing left to do is go down the normal path. Okay, so. All right. Won't the fighting stop? And the beast laughed at the woman's words. We've always killed one another. Our parents and their parents, and most likely my children will too. Ceasing this cycle of hatred is even more fearsome to me. The beast forgot the words of the woman. It then grew suspicious, cursed, and continued to kill. One day the beast met a gray creature. The two beasts ran through the wild together, through the mountains, and soon befriended one another. But the gray beast was of the enemy race. The beast didn't know what to do. At this rate, I will murder my friend, it thought. 1, 2, 3 nights passed. After many nights, the beast finally paid a visit to the woman with the wish. Please kill our bestial hearts. I want to befriend that one, it said. The woman happily accepted its wish, and the dark hearts of the two races were sealed inside a shining jewel, the Kaleidovia. Did he say it was to the masquerade? Well, this is a perfect place to stop. I know it's really random, but anyway, I'm going to stop here, and we'll continue on to the masquerade in the next part. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.